Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We're going to go over this latest trip.
Yeah, this last trip we got into some really big fish on the lee side of SCI here. Really good quality. All the fish we caught primarily were 100 to 160 pound fish.
And you can see Johnny Cat here doing a good job fighting this big tuna.
Yeah, he's got it on the right equipment here. This is like a Seeker OSP 1x3 Italica 20.
Does a
And
great job of getting that tip super low as the fish goes under the boat. That's awesome.
yeah, it keeps it from rubbing on the hole. Keegan's helping him out here a little bit, giving him a little extra drag, pulling with the hand.
Yeah, so there's really no shame with, the deckhand coming over to do that, especially on this bigger quality fish. Everybody needs a little bit of help to pull it in sometimes.
Yeah, Johnny had actually been on this fish a while here. I think we had got 5 or 6 fish out of this stop already. It was the first time I've been able to get the phone out and record, though. We were getting busy with those big fish hitting the deck.
Nice. And there it goes. Lift, lift, lift. And Keegan's able to snag it. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, fish turned its head and came up really quick all of a sudden. And you can see the size of this thing as it comes through the gate.
And did you get a chance to weigh this fish?
This
Or
one, I think, weighed like 130 pounds or something. We took it up on the scales there at the top of the landing. It was his personal best bluefin, so he wanted to make sure it got weighed.
nice. And you can see that it really swallowed that jig.
Yeah, it inhaled that knife jig on the sink, I believe, for this one.
Cool. Nice go way to go, Johnny Cat.
Yeah, and this fish right here came in really fast. The guy caught it in like less than 5 minutes. You can see how hot it is when it hits the gaff.
Yeah, it's still swimming in circles on the gaff.
Yeah, so that actually became kind of dangerous here as they got the two gaffs in it. You can see the guy's rod kind of get stuck in between them.
And that's no bueno. So what should people do to avoid this?
So what guys need to do is they need to go free spool so their rod doesn't get trapped when a fish is spinning like that. Look how close it got to breaking.
Yeah, that would have been a not so good trip.
Well, I mean, he landed a 150-pound fish, so he probably wouldn't have been too upset, but losing a rod is never a bonus.
Yep, and then you can see this one coming over the rail here.
Or at least almost over the rail. They needed me to drop the phone and grab a gaff to get it all the way over. It was a nice fish.
Cool. That's awesome. Sounds like you guys got into some really good quality.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of personal bests on this trip. You can see this fish coming in right here. Actually hooked above the tail here, so he's dragging it in backwards.
Yeah, it's another one of those we covered on our last video.
Yeah, and what we were stressing to him here was not to lift, just keep winding so the fish didn't freak out. And you can see once the gaff touched it, it definitely freaked out.
Right, especially with that kind of hookup, you have to really finesse it when the fish gets to the surface.
Right, and what might have happened, it might have been mouth hook to start, and it could have shook the hook, and unfortunately for the fish, snagged back into it. Great for the angler, of course.
It's definitely a different fight when the fish is snagged like that because you're essentially drowning the fish when you're bringing it in backwards.
And you never get the opportunity to turn the head, so it's just all you pulling.